All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new game. I saw this come out a few weeks ago on Steam. It's kind of piqued my interest every time I see it. I love the old VHS, old school PC interface kind of thing, real pixelated. It looks cool. It looks like a kind of a mysterious, like, do you, from what it seemed like, you dig into like old computer files and run old computer programs to like solve something. It looks really cool. I like the colors and the contrast on it, so I figure switch it up. Side note, Red Dead. That game's pissing me off. I got through 4 hours of playing it. The last episode, it cut out my audio. I don't know what OBS was on in that moment, but Red Dead wasn't. It was doing fine, and then the audio did its thing, and it pissed me off because it was an hour recording. 10 minutes in, my mic went out. So I hope it doesn't happen in this game. And I even said it. I went to record another episode of Red Dead, and OBS stopped working. Don't know what it was. I booted it back up. I was just gonna cut back in, and it literally, it literally Red Dead black screened and then just closed the program. So I don't know what's going on. But yeah, so we're here for this. I've already taken up close to 2 minutes just yapping. So let's get this started. I don't know. I love the way this game looks. Let's start. Your language selected. Your selected language cannot be changed later in the game. Is that okay? English. Okay. I knew it was in English, but I just wanted to make sure. Yes, start game. Ooh. Okay. I literally know nothing what to expect of this game. All right, next OS. To begin, select your username. Okay. I wonder if that's okay. We're Halibut. Task list: replace mouse and keyboard by speakers compatible with PC. Connect to the internet. Edit Ethernet port is completely broken. Check Chronolog software. It should be in the start menu at the bottom left corner of my desktop. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna put this up here in the top. I love the, like it said, the CRT, like everything's curved. Okay. Okay, waiting for track. I don't know why I clicked that. Oh, weird. Okay. Okay, start. Chronolog software. Okay. Welcome to Chronolog. Select an entry to read its contents or create a new one to get started. Happy journaling. For the brightest last in the 7 seas, every day it becomes a bit harder for me to remember. Every once in a while, I'll have what my doctor calls lucid periods, and I recall memories I may never think of again. I leave you this information along with my computer. There are other users, the previous owners of this computer. There's a strange program called Desktop Explorer. It's inside the Open Me folder on my desktop. The password for it is your nickname. 3, it's all related to the disappearance of someone I cared about. Ooh. Missing person? 411? In this computer, you'll find my most intimate thoughts. I trust you with them since the only thing I admire more than your wits is your kind heart. I want to end this letter with a poem. If we're apart, look at the moon, for I will do too. If I am gone, look at the stars, for I am with you. Goodbye, Guppy, your uncle. That's depressing. Okay. Halibut and oh, that's okay. Welcome to the Chronolog. Select right entry. Guppy's detective log. Today was the last day before my uncle left for intensive care. It was very surreal having him hug me while I was crying because he didn't even know I was so sad in the first place. This is his old computer. I replaced the mouse, keyboard, and speakers but I couldn't hook it up to any internet connection. It doesn't really matter. Everything I need is here. I just read the letter he left me. I thought I had no more tears left in me, but I was wrong. I feel like this is the start of a detective mission. Yes, it is, and we're fucking here for it. It's time to install. They got brighter. It's time to install Desktop Explorer and see what this is about. The password for the folder, Uncle Hal, was the only one to call me by that nickname. This one's for you, Captain Halibut. Okay. I got thrown around because it popped open and whatever. So Uncle is Halibut and we're Guppy, so we're the little one. Got it. Okay, we're gonna leave this up here because that's just fucking depressing. So it is start program. No, it was Big Catch. What is this? That's 4/16/98. That is literally before I was born. That's insane. Angler Trio. Okay. Don't forget image. Adoption form, diploma. Lone Oak Junior High. Okay. Medical scans. Notes. That's... Oh. Oh. Oh, this is the like you have them do the same thing and it just deteriorates. What is that? And it just slowly starts devolving. Oh, that's sad, man. Okay. So, we have to go to... I'm gonna change the wallpaper. Changed the wallpaper for the first time. Cool. Ooh, that's OG. That's a throwback. Okay. So, let's see. Where is... Storyteller. Only displaying cached information if available. Oh, he's pretty good. 58 flathead, catfish, pike, walleye, brown trout, 30. God damn, Uncle was a G. Okay. Okay. Desktop Explorer installer. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got. Setting up a hierarchy. Who are you? Okay. Second, I remember you. Do you remember me? It's your old friend Pizarro. Said, I don't blame you after a while. I blame you after a while. After all, God damn it, I can't read. I don't blame you. After all, it's been a while, hasn't it? I'll go over everything as if it were your first time installing Desktop Explorer. Desktop Explorer offers the best experience when understanding the user's needs. Let's see what we're working with. Wow, I see you're a pretty average user. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, buddy. I'm in a computer right now, so you can pipe the hell down. You'll be presented with puzzles around basic computer usage. Pretty simple stuff. Puzzles will look like this. Your goal is to find the password and unlock the next puzzle folder. It won't always be this easy, though. Also, submenus are your friends. Most programs have submenus. These tools could come in handy, you know. Who knows what you might find. These puzzles will test your ability to think outside the box. The world's your oyster. Be creative and have fun. Try to keep up and remember it. Keep all the details. Once upon a time, a daring explorer entered a realm of computers and puzzles. Oh goodness, I must be prepared for what's to come. Okay, take your time, my friend. Good luck. Okay. Notes. Password 123. There's no story to tell. Go solve some puzzles. Okay, someone likes to be thorough. Example quest. I see someone is very thorough in their exploration. I congratulate you. Okay. Hello. What can I do? That's unlocked. Wow. Did you know Pizarro was the name of an old famous explorer? Okay, cool. Adoption form, diploma, medical scans, dissociative amnesia, insurance. Okay. You're proceeding without reading README. Just wait. Important. If a puzzle or password is given to you throughout the text, it'll be presented in the format password. However, passwords won't always be hidden with text. You'll have to do some of them on your own. Will you discover the mysteries of the cave? Will you answer all of its riddles? Will you uncover some secrets within? Will you become a desktop explorer? Okay. Okay, that's the password. Your hand, cave's mouth. You are lost. You find yourself between the sea and the lush forest, dragging your feet in the sand of a beach you've never seen before. Aside from your wits and senses, you bear only a small compass which has been damaged in a fall. Among the shore's dark rocks, you spot what looks to be the entrance of a cave. Approaching reveals that its entrance is narrower than you expected. Letters written in the sand start fading away as it starts to rain heavily. Before taking shelter, you manage to read some of it. You assume that it's the cave's name, Fortuna. Fortuna de Falco. Fortuna. Fortuba. Okay. Okay, good job. And with that, we start our adventure. Okay. Image inside a cave. Torch. Chant my name, O child, and your voice will bear my fire. When dust surrounds me, Inanna lights my path. Okay. As you glance up inside your new shelter, you notice a few cracks between the boulders on top. You quickly realize the lack of natural light in here. Despite not being able to see much in the cave's darkness, you stumble upon a stick next to a rolled-up scroll. As you open it, you discover it's comically long. Okay, so that was the Inanna. Okay, nice. The light from this torch is as bright as you. There's like a marking on that hand. Okay. After barely pronouncing the name you read, the tip of the stick you were holding kindled into a soft flame. You now hold a torch of suspicious origin. With a newly lit path, you press onto a room with a wide strip of papyrus on the floor. You notice strokes and writing scattered on it, along with some suspicious-looking creases. You read, "Answer quickly and answer proud. Oh, solve my riddle, say it out loud. I garden the flowers with my hose. Wouldn't you know it, I use my nose." The rest is lost within the paper's folded format. The answer lies in the ancient paper. Think. Depending on your perspective, they say you can resize the window to your mind. Okay. Okay. But you wouldn't call it a nose. What would you call it? Nobody knows, but there lies the answer. Format. Nobody knows. There lies the answer. I need to resize this a little bit. Sorry, Pizarro, you're going up here. Okay. I'm gonna skip that for a second to read this. I've noticed that I keep writing depressive thoughts, so today I will write about one of my favorite memories. I don't remember the exact date, but this was the birth of the short-lived angler trio. Little Guppy's first fishing trip, and she blessed us with endless catches. Okay, so we're a girl. We filled the boat so fast that old Walleye started singing again. When we got home and we toasted with pap and baby formula. Oh, how I miss you, big bro. My memory might falter sometimes, but I won't forget you anytime soon since Guppy has your melancholic eyes. It's funny how I can't think of us three without our code names, but I wouldn't have it any other way. As long as our young lass breathes, good lord, the angler trio lives on. Okay. So, it said, the rest is lost. The answer lies in this ancient paper. Depending on your perspective, the use can resize the window to your mind. I don't want the source. But you wouldn't call it a nose. What would you call it? Nobody knows, but there lies the answer. Fealastellevvph. Narrow tunnel. You wouldn't call it a nose. Answer quickly and answer proud. Oh, solve my riddle and say it out loud. I garden the flowers with my hose. Okay. Folded. Resize. Window. Oh my. Oh. Wait. It said even. The answer lies in this ancient paper. Think, depending on your perspective, they say you can resize the window to your mind. Folded? Okay. Think. View, zoom out. L B K L B K But you wouldn't call it a nose. What would you call it? Nobody knows, but there lies the answer. E P E L E. Is it trunk? God, good lord. S A H. Okay. So it's not here. Merely torch of a suspicious organ with a newly lit path. You a wide strip of papyrus on the floor. You notice strokes of writing scattered on it, along with some suspicious-looking creases. You read, "So it's creased. Answer quickly and answer proud. Oh, solve my riddle. Say it out loud. I garden the flowers with my hose. Wouldn't you know it? I use my nose." This is gonna make me look stupid, bro. I garden the flowers with my hose. Wouldn't you know it, I use my nose. But you wouldn't call it a nose. What would you call it? Nobody knows. But there lies the answer. E L E V E L E P H A. I can't keep help thinking. F-E-R, fear, X, E-L-E-P, E. But you wouldn't call it. There lies the answer. So I feel like it's gotta be. E. E. E-L-E. Can I put a notepad? So it's E. L-E. V-V. P-H. A-S. P-H. I'm gonna go in alphabetical, so A, E, E, H, L, P, S, H, E, L, P, S. Phone is tweaking out right now. This is gonna bother me. H-E-L-P-S-A-V. Help save? Okay. It's gotta be formatted a certain way. Call nobody knows the. But you wouldn't call it a nose. What would you call it though? Nobody knows. Good Lord. The rest is lost, the papers folded. Format. The answer lies in this ancient paper. Think, depending on your perspective, they say you can resize the window to your mind. So it has to be. It's gotta be this. Dude, I look so stupid right now. S-T. E. lies the answer. Bizarro, I need a little bit of help, bud. Be sure to check them out even in programs outside your file explorer. Distill a pen and paper, blah, 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 blah. Oh my good lord. Oh my gosh, dude. The fiddler. So my thing is, navigate to views. Storyteller Plus. Good lord. You wouldn't call it a format word wrap file help. Says if you can resize the window, you can resize your mind. Okay, it's getting a little. Okay, next one. Start settings. Delete a file accidentally, you can view, edit. Okay. I'm gonna open back up all these files because you hold a torch of suspicious origin. Answer quickly and answer proud. Oh, solve my riddle, say it out loud. I garden the flowers with my hose. Wouldn't you know it, I use my nose. Depending on your perspective, they say you can resize the window to your mind. E L E V V P H A S. I wonder if I go down another layer. E L E V V P H A S. Wouldn't call it a nose. What would you call it? Nobody knows, but there lies the answer. Wouldn't call it a nose. What would you call it? Nobody knows, but there lies the answer. I'm gonna pull all the letters from this page. F E A X R T T O V A S T E E L E V V P H A S M P D A N N H D L N N H. God, is it like dandelion or something? So, fear too vast. Fear Tovas tell. But you wouldn't call it a nose. I'm just stuck on that you wouldn't call it a nose. Eliphas? That is all. Okay. Buddy. Buddy, this game makes me feel stupid. Eliphas. Did you love riddles? Keep it up. Okay, yeah. Riddles. That was a nightmare. Alright. As you solve the riddle after folding the papyrus, the elephant's trunk points to a path in the distance. Was it always there? You make your way through this passageway, which leads to an empty enclosed space within the cavern. It seems to be a dead end. Just as you start to lose hope and begin to head back, you recall words of advice from a detective show you watched as a kid. Read between the lines and find the source of the truth. Only then will you crack the code. Source code. You think there are no lines on these cave walls, detective or not, what am I supposed to do? View source code. On your left, you notice that the wall's thinner than the others, and the word salve is inscribed on it. Okay. Wow. Look at Mr. Hacker over here. You're thorough. Buddy. Okay. Watching all those detective shows has definitely paid off. Passing both of your hands over this cave's walls has revealed it to be different from others. A light push is all that needed for it to crumble. Hidden behind this neat ruse, you encounter 3 doors. 2 of them lie beside you, and the largest one in front of you. Below the central door, there's a yellow key. You try your luck using it, but the door won't budge. There's an engraving on the key, but it's very hard to read. Okay, view source. However, you barely make out the words. An IMG is worth 1,000 words. This is an image? Wait, hold on. As you open it, you see a wall with a rune inscription painted on it. Below the rune, you see a word and alphabet you can read. It is related to the. Is this related to the other door? So it says Rena. MEIT Rena. As you open it, you see just a wall with a rune inscription painted on it. Below the rune, you see a word and an alphabet you can read. This is the name. Is this the name of the rune? Key error. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna open up a note. So it says IMG, and then the left door says MEIT, and it said Rena. Okay. There's no hidden files. IMG, MEIT. Two of them lie. Okay. Two of them lie beside you, and the large one below the central door. There's a yellow key. Okay, so it would have to be left door was MEIT. IMG Rena. Dude, this has to be... Okay. Okay, it's gonna pop back up. You try your luck using it, but the door won't budge. There's an engraving on the key, but it's very hard to read. Source code. However, you barely make out the words. An image is worth 1,000 words. IMG. I'm gonna go back to the A E G I M N R T. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 3, 6, 9, 11. If you have second thoughts on a file you named before, you can always rename it by clicking its icon. Okay, no. Okay, reloaded. Hidden behind this neat ruse, you encounter 3 doors. 2 of them lie beside you, and the largest one in front of you. Below the door, central door, there's a yellow key. You try your luck using it, but the door won't budge. There's an engraving on the key, but it's very hard to read. However, you barely make out the words, an image is worth 1,000 words. See it in an alphabet you can read. Is this the name of the room? And that is... AMEIT. Okay, well, there's the rune there. I wonder if I have to put don't. Oh, R-E-N-A. R-E-N-A. Rena meat? wonder if I can open these photos together. No, I need the right door. Okay, left room. Renameit. Rena. It's not caps lock. Oh, rename it. Oh, rename it. Okay. Is it caps locked? Okay. Image. Oh, okay. Every lock obeys Portonus. Okay. Good night, man. That was... It took me clicking it together, so now I gotta really, like, use the framing. What a great imagination you have. Great work. Cool. Okay. Puzzle 6. Lights out. Keep this all over here. Rename it. Oh, rename it image. Okay. We are going to close these runes. Small room storyteller. You reshape the key and reveal its message. You turn the lock with it. A small chamber like a closet is behind the big central door. The rock walls of this compartment are completely covered with the same etched phrase, "Dare to say my name." You know from the experience that speaking aloud holds some type of power. Examining the room, you are sure that the only way forward is to call their name, whatever it may be. Who wrote these words anyway? So we're going to start source code. They didn't write their name on the wall, but still you feel as if you could figure out who the author behind this etching is. Okay. The wall is completely covered with the name phrase. Dare to say my name. Okay. My doctor suggests that I write about this line by line. I'll give it a go. My big brother died on a rainy day. The rain wasn't enough to smother the flames. I couldn't help it all. Okay, that's depressing. I trembled for hours during that day. My big brother couldn't escape in time. I saw his face and body engulfed in fire. That thing did not look like my big brother. This is stupid. I don't need to recount step by step how my brother looked like a ghoul in his last moments. How is that supposed to help? How is this supposed to ruin my headaches? Or it's supposed to end my headaches? I just ruined my morning writing this. And I forget everything like everybody says. How is it that I can't forget my brother's withered face? How's that for amnesia? Okay. Say my name. Say my name. Say my name. Say my name. Dare to say my name. View hidden files. No. Okay. Etched walls, small rooms. Dare to say my name. You know, speaking loud. Who wrote these words anyway? They didn't write their name on the wall, but still, you feel as if you could figure out who the author behind these etchings is. Author. Oh, file. It's, MMTT. Got it. Okay. What are you thinking? What kind of a name is that, though? Okay. Overwhelming dark step. As you pass your hand through the wall, the thought of a name you can't pronounce zooms through your mind. You close your eyes and shake your head briefly. As you open them again, in front of you, the darkest passage so far is revealed to you. You delve inside. The torch you carry barely lights your arm while everything else is completely lost in blackness. Shortly after, you start to doubt yourself and think of heading back. Your vision becomes completely devoid of light as the last spark from the stick expires. Rather than panicking, calm surrounds you. Somehow, you feel even more capable of revealing what's hidden in the dark. Okay, I'm going to view source code. Concentrate on your field of view. There's no way to reveal what is not meant to be seen. Okay, so we're going to view hidden files. Okay, that's haunting. Don't like that. I know you see. Ooh, that's a rune of some sort. Okay. For a brief moment, you sense something behind you. Between the crevices of a wall, you are barely able to see what happens to be a human figure. After focusing for a bit, you make out a withered face and a set of melancholic eyes. As you take your first step towards it, the stranger runs off, leaving the sound of pebbles tumbling on the ground. Okay, there's nothing there. The improvements of your vision has reached its peak. The dark still hinders your sight, but you feel comfortable moving within it. You even start noticing details in walls beyond arm's reach. You find a boulder next to you with an engraved warning. Keep out. Reaching this point must have required courage, but going past it is utter foolishness. Heed my words and turn around before it's too late. Cassandra. Is it Cassandra? Okay, that works. Wow, nothing gets past you. Fishermen have great eyesight, I guess. I gotta come up with a voice for Pizarro. My throat's starting to dry up. Okay, no hidden files. Puzzle. Erubicon. Rubicon. Okay, Rubicon. You ignore Cassandra's warning and press on, only to find a contrasting scene, a calm and lighted room surrounded by stalagmites. You clearly see the way forward, but your intuition tells you that these stalagmites are worthy of attention. This short break soothes your anxiety. You continue on. You can see carved symbols on some of the stalagmites. Okay, it said Rubicon. 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 Okay, so it just passes right through. No hidden files. Flat stone. Okay, that looks like that. Dead end. Continuing the trail past the stalagmite scene, you reach an uneventful dead end. Based on your experience during this exploration, you are convinced there's something more than meets the eye. Robots in disguise, I believe. You spend the following hour inspecting every crevice of the walls that surround you. Now you can be absolutely certain there's no path forward. While scratching your head, pondering on what to do next, you hear a loud thunk far off behind in the cave. View source code. Okay. The stalagmite formation must have a purpose. It sounded like it might have come from the entrance. Okay. It sounded like it could have come from the entrance. Do I have to go all the way back? Okay. Wait, what happened in the puzzle? I don't remember these files being here earlier. What's going on? Okay, that stays the same. View, format. Okay, he's got the rune. No escape. That's kind of unsettling. Even after retracing your steps perfectly, you doubt your sense of direction. The cave's mouth is nowhere to be seen. It's only when you find the scroll from the beginning of your adventure on the ground that you hear the storm outside. You have successfully backtracked to the entrance, but the landscape has changed. The only exit from this cavern to the shore has now been replaced with walls and stalagmites. On the ground lies a chisel of some kind. You could use it to carve some symbols into this new landscape. Okay. Okay, puzzle 9. Is it Rubicon? Okay. Alright. So, job. You cleared puzzle 8. Things are getting a bit weird, though. Why don't you stop here for today? You know what? Good thinking, Pizarro. Good thinking. I'm actually going to call it for this one. And we're going to come back. We're going to come back later on. We're going to come back within the next couple of days, and we're going to continue this. This is actually really cool. It makes me feel extremely stupid. But it's one of those things where, like, literally everywhere you look, like that one that said Eliphaz. I was thinking a legitimate word, but I don't know. I'm already enjoying this. This was really cool. I love the graphics. I love the lore built into it. I love the fact that you're starting to trace back through some of the stuff with your uncle and his decline. It's super sick. So if you enjoyed it all, what you watched today, or if you think I am, let me know. And I will see you in the next one. Later.